So this story comes from California. It's about the LAPD because they can't seem to stay out of the news. So an off-duty LAPD officer broke policy by firing at fleeing suspects a panel fine. So basically this officer decided to fire his weapon while he was off duty at a fleeing vehicle with the 15 and 17-year-old inside the vehicle. As you might imagine, if someone's fleeing from you and they're nowhere near you and you're not in the line of the vehicle's path, then that means that you can't argue you were in fear of your life, and also while you're off duty. But let's get into the story. And so LAPD Lieutenant Victor Arellano said that he saw someone in a vehicle shoot someone on a sidewalk. And so that's why he says he pulled out his firearm and started firing at a vehicle. However, a review board found that he did not see anyone in the car aiming a gun at him or posing any other specific threat. And the department policy bars officers from firing at moving vehicles unless someone in it is threatening them or someone else with immediate deadly force. Immediate deadly force. It doesn't matter what happens, what you do after the fact. It has to be in that moment, because there's been so many issues with LAPD, whereas even in the moment, they've shot little girls in dressing rooms. We've seen that recently. All right. So that's why they have these policies, and that's why this officer is in hot water. This is why he's facing what he's facing. And so that panel found that the Honda Civic that the teenagers were actually driving had already passed by when this man ran out into the middle of the street with this gun and just started firing at it. And that's a problem, because you're firing at a moving vehicle, which means that it's a very, very low probability of you hitting that vehicle in the first place. And those rounds could have hit anyone, just like that little girl in the freaking dressing room at Burlington Coat Factory. All right. So once again, LAPD officers, they need gun control for cops in LA. I'm serious. And the LAPD chief, who is Michael Moore, and the review board both said that an officer with similar training and experience as Arellano would not have reasonably believed the suspect presented an imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury at the time of the shooting, which means that at the time of the shooting, Arellano's decision was not justified. So once again, I say this all the time. We need gun control for cops. Seriously. We should seriously consider that.